Hello and one and all, and welcome back to another review. And on today's review I shall be reviewing the latest Bad Boys film. And sorry if this is late, but I had scheduling to do, but now I'm here to review it, and that is Bad Boys for Life. What you gonna do with Bad Boys? Which is surprisingly not directed by Michael Bay, because I thought it was going to be at one point, but it's not. And you have Martin Lawrence and Will Smith back as their characters, Mike Laurie and Marcus Burnett. And this has been 25 years since the first and 17 years since the second. And like what I do with any movie review that has lead-in relevant to a classic film, I want to give my thoughts on the first two Bad Boys movies. The first Bad Boys film is definitely a fun cop action film to watch. I mean, it's by no means a classic. I mean, don't expect this being a classic whatsoever, because it really is not. I mean, I consider The Rock to be a better Michael Bay movie personally, which I've also watched. That one's actually good. I mean, if you were to think of a really good action cop series, look at Lethal Weapon, because the first three movies I really like in Lethal Weapon, and the fourth one was okay. But yeah, Bad Boys, the original, is definitely a good fun cop film. I mean, it's by no means a classic, which there's no reason for it to be, but it's a stupid dumb fun action movie with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Bad Boys 2, which was, in my opinion, when Michael Bay started to really become Michael Bay, bringing in explosions and girls in, good-looking girls in this movie. And Bad Boys 2 is okay, but it's not a bad movie in my opinion. I was pleasantly surprised with Bad Boys for Life, because I thought to myself, okay, this kind of sounds like a title for a Bad Boys 4. And I thought, okay, this is not going to be good at all. This is going to be worse than the other two. But surprisingly, it's not. I mean, I actually thought this was a good time. I mean, first of all, it's not directed by Michael Bay, which I'm like, wow, that is a compliment right there. Like, we have a Transformers movie not directed by Michael Bay, and that was Bumblebee. And this movie, it has some great hilarious moments, especially one particular scene. I was like, yes, that is straight up action cop comediness. And yes, you have great laughs going on in Bad Boys for Life. And I really enjoyed seeing Will Smith and Martin Lawrence back together. You know, their chemistry is still great. I mean, and I love the cinematography in this movie. It actually looked really good. I mean, it looked well shot, especially doing night scenes, which I really liked. And the action sequences are really fun to watch. And the villains, in my opinion, weren't the greatest in the other two movies, but the villains, surprisingly, were actually pretty good. I mean, they're not. I mean, I wouldn't say they're amazing villains, but they're definitely good villains in this movie. And I really do and had a good time with Bad Boys for Life. You know, it's probably the most. It probably is the most surprising film of the year, in my opinion. But is this movie amazing? It's my favourite film so far of the year, but it'll get knocked off soon with other movies that will come out soon this year. But this movie I still did have a good time. But there are problems I do have with this movie. I mean, there's a certain scene where Martin Lawrence kind of seems a bit out of place in one particular sequence. And yes, that does happen in the Bad Boys movies. I thought, okay, that's still there. And there are some things that I just thought weren't too explained properly. And this movie, I thought was a bit too long. I mean, it's about 2 hours and 4 minutes, but to me it felt longer than that. I mean, I easily would have took some scenes out of the movie. But yeah, this movie was a little bit too long for my taste. I mean, Bad Boys 2 is the longest out of the 3 Bad Boys movies. But I still would have trimmed down Bad Boys for Life a bit. But honestly, that's just a wee quick review for Bad Boys for Life. So overall, guys, Bad Boys for Life was a big surprise for me. It's great to see Martin Lawrence and Will Smith back. It's a good-looking movie. I mean, that's one of the big things I actually liked about it. Action sequences are good. It has great laughs. And despite some things not being explained, and a particular scene where Martin Lawrence fell out of place, and this movie being a little too long, I still had a fun time with this movie. I mean, don't expect this to be a great movie because it is what it is, guys. I mean, but if you really like the first 2 Bad Boys movies, of course you're probably gonna look forward to this and like this. But if you're not a huge fan of the Bad Boys movies, then you're probably gonna not be a fan of this either. But honestly, I liked the first one. Second one not so much, but it is okay. And this one I liked quite a bit, actually. And it has the best direction as well, in my opinion. Forgot to mention that. And overall, guys, on my letter grade scale on Bad Boys for Life, I'm going to give it a B. So, guys, that was my review on Bad Boys for Life. So, comment down below, let me know what your thoughts on this movie are. Let me know below in the comments. And comment down below, let me know which is your favourite of the Bad Boys movies. How do you rank them? All the Bad Boys movies, how do you rank them? Let me know below in the comments, and let's have a great discussion below. As always, guys, comment, like, subscribe, notify the bell before you leave, and share this video. All my social media links will be in the description below. And as always, folks, until my next video, I shall see you guys then, and I love you all 3000.